today's construction day 181.
All right, so we made really good use of our day off, or so-called day off, yesterday, Sunday. So the first thing we did was we loaded up the truck with more stuff. So we actually brought up our second bedroom set. So we left the master bedroom, the bed at our townhome, but we brought up the spare room, nightstand, and it's a bamboo bed. It's very nice. So we did get that up on site. And then we went to City Hardware and we bought all the molding for the baseboards. So we found that. We're very happy about that. And then I said to Wilma, why don't we just take a quick look to see if the generator is available.
Yes.
Because I can't remember if I told you the full story, but at Do It Best is where they have the greenfield generators. And again, I Googled it and did my research, and they're made by Generac, which is a very good brand in the US. So I went back to confirm that it is a Generac, and it says right on the box it's made in the USA. It's got a Briggs & Stratton engine, so it checked off all the boxes. So they had a 20% off sale. You can't touch a 5 to 6 to 7,000 watt generator for less than 50 to 52,000. They're all about 50 to 52,000 pesos. No matter what brand you get. If you get like the City Hardware brand, or there's a Japanese brand or whatever. So if you go to Honda, you're going to pay 70, 80,000. So right around the 50 to 52,000. So they had a 20% off sale. And I knew from about 3 or 4 weeks ago that Do It Best at Robinson Mall only had one. So I said, you know, the chances of it 30 days later still being there is probably pretty slim. And I know they had a 3,500 there as well. So we went there yesterday, and the salesman was there, a different salesman. So I asked him the same question: how many do you have in stock, which I asked 3 weeks ago. And he told the exact same story, so I felt confident that each store here in the Philippines only got one. It was just a promo. They got one 3,500 and one 6,500 for a promo. And the 6,500 was still available. So that went from 51,000 down to like 41,000 with the discount. So I told the guy, I'll take it. So I said, hey, we're gonna run downstairs and get some lunch real quick. And he said, well, do you want me to put the wheels on and things like that? I said, absolutely. So he goes, hold on 1 minute, I'm gonna call the office real quick. So he got on the phone as the sales guy, and he came back to me and said, I got you another 10% off. We didn't ask for it. I mean, it was advertised as 20% off. We were happy with that. And he called the main office and said that, you know, can I get this customer an additional 10%? So we got 30% off. So we got the generator for 36,000 pesos. So when you do the exchange rate of 55, it's $652. You can't touch a generator in the US around that 6,500 for that price, or maybe that price. So we've been pricing generators and expecting and budgeted to spend 1,000, and we only spent $652. So we were happy.
That's pretty good, you know.
Good price. So we're happy about that. So that's here up on site, and then now a lot going on today. So what I'm going to do is just go through each of the topics of discussion, because we're moving in 5 days from today. So contractor was up on site, and what I'll do with today's updates is show you what's going on, but also what the plan is for each day. Because the contractor basically went step by step with us and said, okay, this is what's going to get done Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you'll be good to go with the inside of the house. So we're off to the updates. All right, so the guys today, the pool guys, they lost 3/4 of a day. because it rained basically from about 45 minutes into the day. I mean, we were here early today. We were here before 8 o'clock. And it started raining about 8:45. So the guys were just getting going, starting to clean up the tiles and getting ready to grout the floor because the steps and all the coping, as well as the bar area, is complete, including grouting. The floor is not done yet, so the guys were planning on knocking out the floor today. But it rained most of the day, so what they did, they made good use of their time. What they did was they painted, since it rained, all underneath. You know, it was all skim coated. That was completed. But now it's got a coat of white paint. Not the beams here in the front, that's just skim coat. But all the way underneath has been completed. So we made good use of the rain with that 2-meter overhang. So now what they're going to start doing, you can see they're just starting here. See the white? They're just starting to do some. And I don't want to step up on this, even though the dogs are jumping up on it. But these guys are doing the best they can to keep this clean. But they're just starting to grout the floor of the pool. And then it looks like they're going to put the granite top on the bar area. So let me take a walk over. I did not know they were going to do this today, so we get to watch it together. And here it goes. All right. Looking good. Sliding the piece of granite on. Should be a 3 centimeter overhang here. So I stopped the camera there just abruptly because I noticed that the bullnose was on this side, and we want the bullnose to be on the bar side. So that's why I stopped the camera. But then the foreman said, no, I'll bullnose this for you all the way around. And he said it will look like that. It'll be easier for him to do it here than to have to get in the ladder and go up and do it on this side. So I said, okay, if you're gonna do bullnose all the way around, don't lift it, because when I told them to flip it, you should have heard the guys. Like, they weren't happy. But yeah, so there's the 3 cm overhang. Nice piece of granite. Looks very good. We'll see how it holds up to the sun. And we'll go ahead and get a bullnose on the sides as well as the bar side. You can see they rendered this on Saturday. They also put the tile on the ends to match this side. Now they still have to do the bullnose. Same thing here. Looks like they got a piece. And it looks like this is just the first, because this is flat, this is not rounded. So this has to be done on the outside here. So there's still work to be done. Then you can see the electrical outlet. So I got to work on making sure that this is all weatherproof. So we'll take care of that. And then you can definitely see it taking shape. Nice top. And then cement coming out, 1.5 meters, the entire length of the pool here. So it'll be a nice area to put stools. So granite for the bar / water feature is on. All right, so I figured I'd jump in the pool itself, and look at all the water there. Got quite a bit of rain here today, so we got to sump pump that out. You can see all the dirt. So what they're doing is they got a guy going through, cleaning out the joints, getting it ready to be grouted, and they're just starting now. Take a look at the steps. Wilma and I really like the steps. Really jumps out at you. I think when this is all full of water, you'll be able to see the mosaic, and that was why we picked this. You'll be able to see the brightness of the mosaic when you step, instead of having a blue step then you might not see as you're putting your feet down. So that's what we wanted. So we really like it. I think the bench is going to be real nice, just to sit and relax. So things are definitely coming together. So looking good, guys. Appreciate it. So the guys were working on painting the overhang today, and things are definitely coming together. All right, so Janelle is continuing to do the skim coat. Very nice here, this outside wall. There's Sandy, hey girl. We did get this side complete with the skim coat. Now it still needs to be sanded, but once it's sanded, it's ready for paint. And if you guys remember, there was some electrical there. So Janelle was able to put some cement in there, let it dry, and then he skim coat over. You don't even see that there was a wire there. So here is the wire for the master aircon. So we still need to chip out once again to go to the panel there, circuit breaker, and then we'll bury that. Then we're gonna have to use that orange conduit over the wire, and then we'll put some cement and then skim coat. So that work still needs to be done. And then the guys who did the aircon said, don't bury this, because if there's going to be an issue with this, it's this plugging up. That's what they told me. So we don't want it to stay like that, obviously. So I gotta get a couple more pieces of this 1/2-inch pipe, and I'm gonna go ahead and go down elbow and bring it under the cement, and then drop the condensation water right here in the middle of these rocks. So that's a project that Janelle and I are gonna do. And then what I'm probably going to end up doing is, which I already bought yesterday, is some white spray paint. And I'm just going to spray paint that. Now that wire goes away. That's going to be embedded. But I'll just do some white spray paint and see what it looks like. And then I'll decide and go from there. But the guys, once they finish, the 5 guys, once they finish the pool grouting, which is probably going to take them all day tomorrow, and so that'll be Tuesday and maybe into Wednesday, as they still need to shape some of the bullnose. So by Thursday of this week, I believe what's going to happen is they're going to start pouring the concrete out to here for the dirty kitchen, because we really haven't done any work here at all. So we're going to be moved in without a dirty kitchen. Now we'll have a full kitchen, the main kitchen, but we will not have a dirty kitchen. But I believe on Thursday this is going to be poured, and then there's going to be a 3 or 4 inch step from the dirty kitchen to the carport. Then I believe Saturday, and here's the guys' little table. Look at their little fire. Very typical native cooking. You know what's in there, right? Pot of rice, constantly. And then I believe Saturday, they're going to pour the carport. So it'll be, like I said, 3 or 4 inches drop. So in case we get a lot of heavy water that comes in from any typhoons this way, under the carport, it will not, hopefully not jump up that 3 or 4 inches into the dirty kitchen. It could. But with all the rain we've been having, it's dry back here. And all the way across here, no water's coming in there. So that end cap that we put, as you guys saw that we filmed, is working perfectly. There's no water coming in here at all. So this is going to get poured at the end of the week. Hopefully this gets poured right at the end of the week, like Friday or Saturday, because they still got to prep it, right? They got to get all ready and get the stone in here and all that rebar. So there's a lot of work to be done. But it looks like this is going to get poured. And then, see how far the guys get. It's 5 guys. This is going to get poured. I asked for the dirty kitchen to be poured first. This may get poured because the contractor said you really want to get this done, because if you're going to be living here, you're going to be tracking dirt in and out. So he really wants to get this done. So this may be second, and then this third. But these 3 areas, he said is going to be poured by the 5 guys once the pool gets done. Now he needs to get a few more loads of sand and gravel up here, which he said he was going to run down in order today. So that's going to get delivered over the next couple days. But we have time because it's probably going to be 1 or 2 more days with the pool. But very happy to hear that some of the cement, dirty kitchen carport, 2-meter overhang is all going to get poured here in the next, let's call it week to 10 days. Gino and Edlin are now starting to paint the main room, the relaxed khaki. So they're starting to work on that. They did the doorways already today. And then the hallway was done. But now they're starting here. Look how good it looks. Coming across, we took the cover off. I didn't get up there and vacuum it yet. I took the cover off, but did not vacuum. But yeah, they're starting to paint this area, which is really, really good. Take a look at the catch-all. Ay, ay, ay. Brought more stuff up today. Brought up some suitcases. We bought a Samsung sound tower for music. So you can't get much more in here. But we've been using some of the tools today that I brought from the US for various projects. But this room is a challenge. So that's one of the reasons why I want to get the dirty kitchen cement done and get that painted in there. Because remember, all the water tank was going back here in that little room back here. It's a nice size room. And now that's going to be, call it my workshop. So a lot of this stuff is going to be able to go out there. So looking forward to that. There's the generator. There's the mystery tile turned upside down. But definitely we're getting close. So the big news is tomorrow, Tuesday, the sink gets put in. So they'll be cutting the hole, installing the sink and faucet tomorrow, and working on the bullnose. Assuming that it's going to take 1 full day to do that. So that's Tuesday. On Wednesday, the back granite goes on. So that's going to be a couple of cuts as well. So that'll go in place. And then I believe tomorrow we're picking up the oven. Once we'll just set it off to the side. So on Wednesday when this gets done, if it gets done early enough in the day, we'll go ahead and install the stove on Wednesday, if not Thursday. So when we move in on Saturday, Wilma will have a full working sink and a full working oven with a 5-burner stove. We already have the electric ready to go, and we also have the pipe in for the propane. So the propane will go out through there and the tank will be outside. So we already have the tank for this. So this will be tomorrow, this will be Wednesday. All right, look at the boss. Look what's in her hands. What else is new? She's got some Windex, a nice microfiber. And you know what I forgot to mention? I've been doing updates. We have a brownout today.
Yes.
So today is day 181, and this is the 3rd brownout. I told you as soon as we get close to moving in, the brownouts are going to start flying. So we had 2 brownouts in 180 days. And now day 181, we have 1 brownout. So we'll see. It went off, what, about 10 o'clock?
Yes, 10 o'clock.
About 10 o'clock today. And it's now probably 4:30, 4:45, and it's still out. So the generator's not ready to go yet, but I guess it's going to get a workout once we move in. But definitely a brownout, and that's kind of put a damper on things today a little bit, right? So this is going to get hard to show with the fact there's no light, but the vanity now is hooked up. Now you can see the mirror. Let me get off to the side, see if it helps at all. So you can see the double shelves, all glass, 2 small shelves. So we haven't had a chance to clean in here yet. It's still just from the guys working. We can't use the shop vac because it's a brownout. But this is pretty nice, all hooked up, ready to go. There's 2 lights right there, very nice. And now all the plumbing is hooked up for the heater. So this bathroom is completely ready to go, other than it needs a good cleaning. Picked up the molding on Sunday, so that is going to be our molding. It's 4-inch, that'll go around the baseboards. I also picked up a TV hookup for the wall mount, so I'll have to work on that tomorrow. And then this is where we put the spare bed. This is a queen bed that we had made in Leyte, so this is just for guests. So this will eventually go in that back spare bedroom, but we just put it here for now because there's obviously no room in there. All right, so they completed this lavatory as well. So I caught Wilma. Where was she going? She was going in here to try to clean this up a little bit. So there's a rag right there. So I said, just give me a minute. So again, it's a little dark in here, but this is now all hooked up, ready to go. They did put in the mirror. It's just a couple shelves and just one little drawer here with some glass shelves in it. So basically the same as the master, just smaller, but it got installed, and we'll keep plugging away at project after project.